Howdy, we're here at Honey's Park, and today we're talking with George. And George has a nice van here that he's built out for some travel. So I'll let you tell about it, George. Where are you from?
Florida,
Florida, and where are you headed to?
all over the West.
That's good.
Yeah.
Are you traveling full time or part time?
Part-time, this will probably be to a 5, maybe 6 month trip away from Florida during the heat of the summer.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
A little warm here today. It's supposed to go up to 91, but
Yeah.
yeah. So what year is your van, and what's the model?
Okay. Well, this is a good example of getting on the road without a lot of expense.
Uh-huh.
I bought this van from Enterprise. It was a 2019, had 41,000 miles on it. And I sold my other car, which was a little too small for traveling in for me.
Yeah.
So the difference between that, this was 19,000, my car I sold for 13. So $6,000 to upgrade.
Uh-huh.
And then maybe another 4 to put in refrigerator, Jackery power station, 1,000 watt,
Yeah.
microwave, running water, little sink,
Nice.
Carrier.
Uh-huh.
So maybe another, so it was about $10,000 investment to be on the road. And I could be,
Everything, the van included.
everything's in here, everything I need.
Okay.
And so it's a constant work in progress, as you know. You're always thinking of things and rearranging and fixing things up. But one of the reasons, I guess we could go around, or one of the reasons I chose the Caravan was because they have a deep storage. They had the stow and go seats, which I removed.
Okay, so you removed them. Now you've got all that
Yeah.
space
So
where they'd fold down into.
I left this table out so you could see how deep, and all the space back under here.
Yes. Yeah. Good bit.
And this table
that
folds
goes
and
way down there.
yeah.
Wow.
This table folds and then becomes my headboard at night.
Oh, nice.
And
what do you store back here mostly?
well, I keep the solar panels. I have one up on the roof right now, collecting energy. I keep all my cooking stuff when I'm in camping mode. So this morning I had everything out. I had my butane stove, my dry goods, my silverware, pots, different things, and I put them out on here.
Okay.
And then I have my seat. I have my built-in shade overhead.
Yeah.
And it works out pretty nice. It's pretty cozy.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what's underneath the solar panels? Just one?
Tools.
Tools, yeah. It's always good to have, huh?
I'm not even sure exactly what else. I'd have to dig it out.
Chairs there?
Yeah, I have a couple of chairs.
And what's the tubing for?
That was excess now, but it was for my sink. I'm experimenting with the sink and how I want to use it. This is basically the sink. I attached it. This would be the gray water, and that tubing was for this to attach into here.
Okay, I see. I got you.
So.
And I see you've got the water here.
I've got running. Oh yeah, well that comes. This is more deep storage under here.
Yeah.
Because the stow and go seats would go fold down into here. So it's here. So I have an 8-gallon tank there for water.
And then your Jackery's on top of it.
And
what size Jackery is that?
1,000 watt.
1,000 watt. Okay.
Seems to cover my needs. I've never been in a situation where there's extended shade where I might not get the solar energy.
And that, I see you've got your cable going up here to one of the solar panels.
Yep.
That's on the roof here.
Yeah.
And you've got another solar
I have another one
that you could put in
the other one
series, right?
Yes, you could link them together and charge, double your power input, but through inexperience, I had it on the roof, and wind blew it off and broke the other panel. So I've been running on the 100-watt panel, and that's adequate. It does okay. It's not bad.
Question on the water here. Is this a manual pump or electric pump?
Electric.
Electric. Oh, okay.
So I could give you a demonstration.
Yeah.
I have to plug this in.
Okay.
And
oh yeah, cool. How about that?
Yeah.
Nice. And the way you're using
right now,
you've just got the
when I'm really doing simple things and I don't need a lot of gray water, then I'll use this.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so it simplifies.
Okay. And you've got some toiletries and things.
I have toiletries, and I have set up so that if I'm a rest stop or there's a million mosquitoes, or it's just not a nice environment, I could do everything from inside. I have toiletries. I have a microwave that runs off the jackery. The microwave is tucked in underneath.
Oh, okay.
There.
And that's
so I could do everything from inside and not have to open the doors.
Yeah. Those are actually, that's a shoe over the door shoe holder. Right?
Yes.
That's nice. Hold all kinds of little things.
Still working on
that.
that.
You've got some storage over there by the window.
Yeah, and the same on this side. More
You've got
storage.
Some reflectics on the windows.
Yes.
Keep out the heat. Or
yes.
More privacy. Both, I guess. Right?
These are very dark windows, so it's hard to see, and I had them purposely made dark.
Okay, and your bed here, how do you sleep? Crosswise?
No,
I'm diagonal?
Unfortunately, even though I'm short, I'm a little too tall to fit comfortably, like an inch or so off being comfortable. So I sleep this way, or sometimes diagonally. Depends on if I can't find a real level spot. I like sleeping pretty level. So I sleep lengthwise, and also my partner, wife, sometimes is with me. So the double size bed, if it weren't for her, I would have done a single and had a different setup. But this accommodates her when she's traveling with me.
And this is a drum, right?
Yeah, this is just
nice.
Something I found at a thrift store for a few bucks.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, it was nice, and it just it'd be fun to have.
How's it driving the Caravan? Is it?
It's a nice ride.
Nice ride. And what kind of mileage do you get?
Oh, I don't think dogs are supposed to go in, right? Isn't that one of the laws? I don't really care. But
he has to check everything.
All right.
That was Gibson. Sorry about that.
No, I don't care. Because I have a pop-up and a tent. Usually when my wife travels with me, if the weather's nice, she prefers to have the tent. And so I have a pop-up, a tent, and sleeping bags and stuff for her that I keep up there. So that cuts down the mileage a little. I think I don't know, probably average around 23 and a half. Okay. But it could be mid-20s, low 20s, depends on the wind and all that. So I probably lose 1.5 gallons, miles per gallon on that.
That's a nice spacious carrier on top there. What do you usually carry?
And a fellow was just talking to me, his son-in-law, about how he got a great deal on a carrier and they wanted $600 and he paid $400. And I told him I paid $15 for this.
How'd you get it at a thrift store?
Yard sale.
Yard sale.
They wanted $25.
Oh, and you jumped down $15.
Yes.
And it's in nice shape too.
Yeah.
Wow. What's normally kept up there?
Well, like I just said, was a pop-up sleeping bag, tent, things for accommodating my wife. I have some levelers, but I've never used them yet, too.
I never have found a need for it. Occasionally I've used a couple big rocks, if I need to get it, if it's really steep, but for the most part, that doesn't bother me. I just thought, I realized your side window goes down. Does it do that on both sides?
Yeah.
Huh. I did not know that they did that. This is nice because if you can get these vent shades,
Okay.
If it's raining, you can keep it down a little bit.
You might be thinking of this.
Well, this pops
window.
out, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that the sides
Really?
went down.
Oh,
No.
they go down more.
Oh, yeah?
About this far, maybe.
Oh, that's nice. But, I mean, you know, even if it's raining with these vent shades, you can keep the window down like an inch or so and get some
Yes.
air.
Oh, yeah. These are really nice. If you don't
I
have
them on my front doors.
Yeah, they're lifesavers. And also, you could keep them open somewhat, maybe an inch, and mosquitoes don't like to go up, so they usually don't come in.
Ah.
And then I also have a netting screen that I just, when I want to keep a bigger airflow,
Right.
and I don't want insects or whatever coming in.
And this is nice that you have sliding doors on both sides. You can really open it up and it really feels open.
Yeah, it must be 80-something degrees now, and it's still actually comfortable in there. So.
And I really like the idea of the shade here.
Yeah.
With the rear hatch open. That's cool.
Yeah.
And anything else we missed?
I don't think so. It's a nice, comfortable ride.
Up in the front here, you just keep that pretty much forward most of the time to give you more space in the back. Unless your wife's riding with you.
Yeah, and let's go around one more time.
Yes.
I'll show you the storage. But it's like driving a sedan. It's a comfortable ride, and to me that's important. I could do like 6 or 8 hours, which I often do.
Do you?
And I'm not that tired because it's just an easy ride. But here's more of the storage.
Oh, yeah.
So front storage.
Yeah, and that's the same on the other side too, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, those are nice big areas.
Yeah, and they go deeper, like they go underneath here.
All the way up, because
Oh, you can see it on the other side. Yeah. Yep.
Your refrigerator here.
Yes.
It's is that an ice cone?
Yes.
Same as I have.
They're supposed to be the best deal. They have the Danfoss compressor.
Yeah.
But they're not killer expensive. They're not like $1,200. Where most of the cheap ones that you could buy, the $200-300 ones, people say they break down because their compressors are not good. They're Chinese made.
Is the 55
Yes.
quarts or quart?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same as I have.
Yeah, that's a nice functional.
I've had mine for a couple of years, and I have not had a problem with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah.
So where do you think you're headed? Oh, and Miss Joe, and there's your microwave there.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that's like a 7/10 cubic foot, probably.
Yeah, 700.
700 watt.
700 watt.
Yeah, and that'll run off your Jackery.
It will.
That's a 1,000 watt Jackery.
They don't necessarily recommend it because they want to cover themselves. You wouldn't want to run 1,000 watt off it, and a 700 watt microwave draws about 1,050 watts, and then it puts out 700 watts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
But it could handle it, and I've been using it without any problem. They have a bigger size, a Jackery, that's 1,500 watts, and that they say you could run a microwave. This one, they don't necessarily say that because, again, people could blow it out, and then they don't want the responsibility, I guess. But
just one other thing I see that I wanted to ask you about. You built your bed frame. It looks like plywood and 2x4s.
Yeah, just nothing special.
Nice storage space underneath.
Yeah, I have all kinds of storage space under there.
Plenty of room there.
Yeah, and I could sit up in it. And I have it so you could turn it into a sofa, but what I typically do is just sit across either that way or this way. I keep the doors open, whichever view is nicer. Yeah. And that's how I like to be.
And if it's bad weather, you can cook in here on the table or on top of the fridge.
That was the purpose of the microwave, so I could cook inside and no one would know the difference.
Cut it whenever we need to.
So
what would you tell me about your blanket there?
Okay, this is an electric blanket. It runs off the DC. Okay. And I just plug it into the Jackery when I need. And
Nice.
then there's 2 settings. But I keep it under the sleeping bag, and in the case of an occasional night where the temperature's really dropping down,
Yeah.
like low 30s, middle of the night I'll get up and plug it in, and it'll draw maybe 10% on the Jackery. So if I'm at 100%, I'll wake up and it'll be 90%.
That's not
And
bad.
it just gives a nice little background warmth, and since hot air rises,
Yeah.
and it
that's
really
right.
makes a huge difference. Quality of life, that's
Well, oh,
important
yeah.
to me.
Good idea.
Again, dark windows,
Yeah.
so
Come on,
watch your
buddy.
baby. You can't really see in.
No, you can't. Is
Uh,
that the way it came, or did you?
I
put
had
extra-
it. I had
You had
put
extra
on.
tint?
Yeah,
That's good. That's like a limo tint. You can't see in there. At
yeah.
all.
It's really nice because then you have a privacy.
Yes.
Um,
But you can see out. Okay. Right?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I could see out. So
Very
it's pretty
nice.
comfortable. It's a nice kind of little zone of not expensive startup,
Uh-huh.
and as comfortable as you could get in a small space like this, I
Very
think.
nice.
Yeah.
You got a little carpet there to.
Yeah,
keep it
when it's
clean
dusty.
you're going in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Good idea. Where are you headed to from here?
I'm going to wander through Idaho a little bit, check out some of the hot springs.
Yeah.
And then there's a van festival, Open Roads Fest, I think it's called.
Open Roads Fest.
And I've paid for that. That's this coming weekend. And then after that, I don't know, I might wander over into Washington, Oregon,
Uh-huh.
Montana. I'm not sure. I also have a daughter who's in north of Denver, who's got a newborn baby who I've been having a lot of fun
nice.
with. So
Yeah.
I go back and forth. This is my 3rd or 4th trip this summer already. I was across the country. I was down in the very, very far southwest, New Mexico, Arizona, California.
Uh-huh.
Then I was up Wyoming, South Dakota, Nebraska. That was another trip. And now this is another.
So you normally head back to Florida for the winter?
Yes, probably I'll be back the end of September or early October.
Okay. And where's the Open Roads Fest? Where's that
It's
at?
in McCall, Idaho.
Oh, okay.
It's central western Idaho,
Okay.
about 5 hours from here.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds like that'll be fun. Okay, well, it was a pleasure meeting you, and I appreciate you showing us your van, and you've got a real nice setup, and you're almost like, if you were driving down the road, I would just think you're just another traveler.
Oh, that's
have no
another
idea.
advantage to this is stealth. I could park anywhere and no one would know.
That's true. You could.
Yeah.
Very stealthy. From the exterior, you can't tell at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very nice build. I appreciate it. Thanks,
Yeah.
George.
Nice meeting you, and thank you. I look forward to.
Well, I appreciate it. And this good, the great thing about doing these kind of videos is it gives other folks ideas, and they can see how, it doesn't take a whole lot to make it livable.
I'm not real mechanically inclined. My skill level is not very high, but pretty much I did this. It's really not a big deal.
Yeah.
Build a little frame of a bed,
Uh-huh.
stick a few things in,
Yeah.
nothing special about it. That, you see these fancy things that, whoa, they're so far above my level.
Yeah.
I'd have to hire someone to, and
But man, it's very livable.
yeah.
And just like, I see you've got a 12-volt fan, or is
Yep.
that a rechargeable fan?
It's a 12 volt,
12-volt, and there's a light up there, so you don't even have to keep the.
and I have these little
Your
string
lights
light
on.
things that
Oh,
give a
yeah.
nice little effect
Yeah.
at night. Little $5
Yeah.
thing from Walmart.
Right. Are those battery operated?
This is a battery operated,
Yeah.
and it's nice. They also have a little psychedelic mode,
Yeah.
which I never really use, but
No mood lighting.
yeah.
Very nice.
So again, all the comforts of home.
That's great.
Having a little space, just enough to maneuver,
Yes.
get dressed, do things makes a big
It
difference.
does, yeah.
And then extending out, even though I'm not like highly skilled mechanically, I'm good at imagining uses of space and
Yes.
all. I enjoy that. I'm a minimalist by nature, so I keep imagining ways that I could maybe extend it and make it feel
Yeah.
bigger and all.
Well, you've done a really good job.
Maybe with solar panels that pull out or something, create
Oh,
shade,
yeah.
and
That's a
I'm
good
not sure.
idea. What is up there that's laying underneath the
Oh, that's a
luggage carrier?
stool
Oh,
that I
okay.
use to get up there, but a lot of
Yeah,
times,
so you can get into the
a lot of times I could get up there just by climbing on the tire. So
tire.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure if I really need the stool. And when my wife was with me, we'll usually set up a more extensive camp,
Yeah.
and the stool will come out and we'll get her
That's
things
easier to
out.
get it.
And then also the stool becomes, it's got steps, so more things could be stored on it
Sure.
and all that.
Oh, great. That's really nice. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again, George, and happy trails to you.
Thank you, Jim. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.